Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. 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 BOOMER. Please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on the
Okie
beat,
dokie,
boy.
boomer.
I don't think that's fair. I think calling me boomer. What can I call you something else besides beauty, or beauty and something, or is that just not good enough? So
I don't know. You got to come up with something good for the Gen Xers, right?
yeah, I do. I'm trying to be very, very, very fair.
We're
with
the
them.
forgotten
Yeah.
generation. We
Yeah,
really
I
are.
think you are. And then we have, again, the Zoomers are out there on the up and coming. I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna recycle myself and become a Zoomer. Will that
Zoom,
work?
zoom.
Will that work? I don't
With the
know if
zoom,
that'll
zoom.
work. That'll work. Fair use. Hi, everybody. What's going on, man?
Hey, Chad.
Yeah, shit. Oh, another fun-filled week. I have Shayar and Moti Bai over on the Natural Progressive. Who do you have in?
Hello. Oh, man, it's busy over in the other chat. Let's see. We got Al Walski in Sirius. 1976, J9 Campbell, Karen Daly, Gamer for Life. Thanks for joining us. Miss Carter. Hey, Miss Carter. What's up? Brent McKinney. Thank you so much. You've been so supportive of us this week. Let's see if I missed anybody. We'll catch them on the way back through next time.
Yeah, there's Jilly. Wow, Shanda's a knockout. You're a knockout tonight. We have
The Maryland. Yeah, I love the Maryland.
Shanda has a new camera, and Chanda has different lighting. So tell me if that works really well, or if you liked it the old way better. And I'm still my old fucked up lighting and shit. So
Yeah, let me know. Is this camera better, or is my other camera better? I think my other camera was a little bit more clear, but this camera has better lighting. So.
better light, better color, and yeah, I like your lighting setup too, because your forehead isn't so shiny.
I know.
So-
It used to just glow off my forehead.
Yeah, no, it looks. Brett McKinney says Rasta Oz, elegant Chanda. Rasta Oz, thank you.
Oz.
Yeah, hey gamer, what's going on? Puff
Hey,
pass.
Puff pass. I was puff passing hard just before the show.
Yeah, puff. I brought my joint. Puff. Ozzel juice be jamming. Yeah, man.
Jamin, man.
Yeah, jamming. I really like this. This is really, it's how I feel inside. So if I just could do one of those.
However you identify, my dear.
Yeah, absolutely. I identify as everything. Of course, then Shanda's got this thing with me going.
I love this.
I'm old Brad Pitt here, so poor Achilles.
For Achilles.
Poor Achilles. Achilles is killing it. So yeah, that was. Did you like that movie? I don't remember it.
I love that movie. It was a long movie, but yeah, I love that movie. It's a sad ending, but
Really?
the story's sad in real life.
Did Achilles die? I don't remember.
I want to say he does.
I thought he just got his Achilles hacked or something. So.
No, doesn't he get hacked up in that?
Probably. Jesus.
Courtyard.
Something like that. Everybody gets William Wallace anymore, and that just bumps me out. So.
I saw Braveheart and I almost refaced you on it, and I was like, no, I won't do that.
Well, you can the way I feel these days with everybody screwing us, and we'll get into Bernie later. Yeah. So, but we do have a shining star this week. What the hell? Everybody's like saying, yeah, this is the new champion of the Progressive Party. Joe Manchin comes out against Tandon as OMB chief, imperiling nomination. I have carefully reviewed Neera Tandon's public statements and tweets, and that were personally directed towards my colleagues on both sides of the aisle, from Senator Sanders to Senator McConnell and others, Manchin said in a statement. What do you think about this, Chanda?
Well, at least that piece of shit Manchin did one goddamn thing that was worthwhile, and that was stop Tandon when Bernie fucking wouldn't. I love the reface here. This is Total Recall when he tries to sneak into Mars and he dresses as the robot woman. This is Bernie. He's kind of assimilated. So.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's not me. That's Burn. So
No,
you know.
it does look like you though, kind of.
Yeah,
That's
it
Bernie.
does. It does a little bit. The eyes, maybe. So,
You look like Bernie. I just realized it.
Shit. I just got to work on the voice, and I can be his double, huh? So
Yeah, you just got to grumble.
Hey, Karen Daly, what's going on? Give Munchin a little credit. Yeah, very little credit.
Very fucking
Very
little. He
little
is
credit.
like, he is the scum on the bottom of a cockroach.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, we are going to feature Pat the Batman fan singing what song later on in the show?
I'm a believer.
I'm a believer. So yeah, and we're still working on him doing live segments. So that's
He does a great job at it.
yeah, that's
Totally got me stoked with it.
Yeah, I can't wait. This was kind of weird. I picked this up.
Freaking
Craig,
weird.
this is Craigslist, and Amber told me Craigslist is dead. Use Facebook and order
I
up.
can't even remember the last time I was on Craigslist. Maybe like 8 years ago.
I
10
was
years
I
ago?
was looking for firewood the other day for my brother because he's going to come out and stay out in the freezer. But this was ran across in Craigslist. I want to chase someone. I'm seeking somebody who will let me chase them. Age and gender doesn't matter. You can be real old. Or a lady or black, as long as you can go real fast. It doesn't matter where it happens, inside or outside, but you have to be fun to chase. You can't be on a bike because it's cheating. I want chasing to the last a long time. I want to be sweaty, but I have to catch you in the end. If I don't catch you, then you won't get paid, but you can let me catch you and be easy about it. If you're easy about it, you won't get paid either. So and this is from Lily.
I am so confused. I thought this was going to be signed by a dog at the end. Like, I love to chase the mailman. you know?
Yeah. It's so I want to chase you, and that's I've never seen anything like that.
To each their own. I
Yeah.
hope he catches his catch. you know?
Oh my God! So beware of Craigslist, but there are people. I don't know. How would you even?
I think everybody stopped using Craigslist with the whole Craigslist killer thing. Remember the whole Craigslist killer?
Yeah. They can't. Yeah. Wow. That's just so weird because I've seen some crazy stuff on Craigslist, but this is new for me. So anyway,
Hello, Bernie.
and-
Hello, Bernie.
is that Stephen Colbert up there spitting, or is that me?
No,
or-
that's Bernie and Liar Liar.
Oh, that's Bernie and Liar Liar. I thought that was. Yeah.
So this is the it just totally left my mind. This is the impeachment trial from like a week ago. So I don't know what, 5-6 days ago. Anyways, this question, this is a question that came from Bernie to Trump's attorney. And it's just such a waste of useless time. I mean, I'm just floored that this, you know, it came from Bernie because Bernie loved to call Trump a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a chronic liar, right?
Yeah.
You could just listen.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna get out my pain pills.
Read the question again.
The House prosecutors have stated over and over again that President Trump was perpetrating a big lie when he repeatedly claimed that the election was stolen from him and that he actually won the election by a landslide. Are the prosecutors right when they claim that Trump was telling a big lie, or in your judgment, did Trump actually win the election?
The counsel for the former president have 2.5 minutes.
My judgment? Who asked that? My judgment's irrelevant in this proceeding. It absolutely is. What's supposed to happen here is the article of impeachment is supposed to be...
The Senate will be in order.
Is that guy drunk?
I think they're all drunk.
The senators, under the rules, will not challenge the content of the response.
Why does
The,
Bernie care what Trump's
counsel will
attorney
continue.
thinks?
May I have the question read again, please?
The House prosecutors have stated over and over again that President Trump was perpetrating a big lie when he repeatedly claimed that the election was stolen from him and that he actually won the election by a landslide?
This came from
Are
Bernie.
the prosecutors right when they claim that Trump was telling a big lie, or in your judgment, did Trump actually win the election?
In my judgment, it's irrelevant to the question before this body. What's relevant in this impeachment article is, were Mr. Trump's words insightful to the point of violence and riot? That's the charge, that's the question. And the answer is no, he did not have speech that was insightful to violence or riot. Now, what's important to understand here is the House managers have
I'm flabbergasted that Bernie would ask a question directed to Trump's attorney, for one. What the fuck? Who cares what Trump's attorney thinks, if Trump's a liar or not? It's not relevant. In a court of law, that would just be stricken down like, it's speculation. Who cares what his attorney thinks? And the fact that Bernie phrased it like, oh, the elections, did he lie and say the elections were rigged? And
I don't know what that has.
Kidding me, Bernie?
Yeah, this whole thing that has nothing to do with the proceedings, as far as I understand it. And I'm thinking, God, did Bernie ask this? And I'm looking up the top of this video: Trump lawyer response to
You
Bernie
heard
Sanders.
Bernie's voice when Trump's attorney says, "Who asked this?" Bernie says, "I did."
What's he asking that for?
I don't know, but I hate to critique, but I have to call Bernie out on shit like this. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
And this is the guy that they were interviewing on television. That one gal from CBS News.
Yeah, he burned her down.
Yeah, he fried her because she was being absurd and she was suggesting innuendo. And I'm almost thinking this is what the question. I get the impression that a lot of these questions are given to people as script to ask these types of questions in this type of forum to facilitate what we all talk about is manufacturing. Sound bites and manufacturing consent on a point of view. I think it's total bullshit. So I don't know. That was
he might as well have asked, do you think Trump's a liar with his pants on fire?
Yeah, that's
basically what the question was.
Unless I'm not getting this at all, but it's just,
I don't know. If I'm not getting it, explain it to me, guys.
Yeah,
but
please do.
I'm just disgusted by this.
Please do. And I'll take this moment to remind everybody that we're not out here preaching the gospel of hate the Republicans and boost the Democrats. Ever. And I've seen that way too much on so-called progressive shows. We can go after the low-hanging fruit all day long, but we're going to go after both camps when we see fit. So
hell yeah, I rise above both camps. I pick and choose how I'm going to attack both camps.
Yeah, and admittedly, I'm harsher on the Dems because they're the ones that have stabbed me in the back. The Republicans
They stab you in the back. They lie.
Yes.
They pretend that they represent you. The Republicans flat out fucking tell you they don't represent you.
Yeah, they stab you in the front, and I'd rather get stabbed knowing it's coming than
I don't want to get stabbed either way. The system needs to be
no, I'm beyond with the way they've been punking us on these healthcare bills and universal healthcare and stuff. I'm tired of asking them. I want to go after these representatives on both parties, and because healthcare is the issue of the time, in my opinion. I mean, that's what's going to unite us all. And we keep trying to get it brought to the floor. That healthcare bill in Washington State is not going to be brought to the floor because of one person. 6 years worth of work because the chair of the committee won't bring it to the floor.
Why won't she bring it to the floor? Because she's probably, it was $185K that she had taken 2 years ago. Because I know I was on the steps of the Capitol supporting a different bill that was basically the same thing for whole Washington. And it's the same committee members that just destroy us. And the thing is it's not just her. Once she's gone, another person will take her place that takes a shit ton of money from, big insurance and big pharma, and I don't know. I just don't see politics being our avenue right now. We are hitting so many dead walls, and got to bide your time. Bide my time. I've been here for almost 7 years. Do you want 10 years? Do you want 15 years, 20 years? You tell me, what's it going to take to fix it?
It's not going to,
late.
the strategy is not going to work. And speaking of strategies, and I want to say again, Chanda, we at Roar Media, we have an election integrity problem. We back up the convo couch 1,000% we have
here. I just saw him in the chat.
I know they just dropped us a $5, and I was bringing this up, and then I scrolled down and I saw him throw that up. So yeah, but yeah, so until we get the election integrity problem solved, get these corrupted representatives, that problem solved. These guys need to be recalled. They need to be tried in the pulpit of the public venue.
Yep.
You cannot bring things to the floor. They're not going to let you. They're going to spend every damn dollar they can to screw you on election integrity, on the voting machines, on transparency, on Medicare for all, on more world.
To screw you.
They're going to keep screwing you. So it's personal now. This is war, you guys, and
we have to take a page from what they're doing. They couldn't stop Shama Sawant, right? They couldn't fucking stop her. They spent millions of dollars to stop her, and she got elected anyways. So how are they trying to stop her now? They're trying to fucking recall her. We have to start implementing our powers to recall these people and hold their feet to the fire. That's all I see left in politics today.
Yeah, we can beg and grovel and plead and everything. We can be nice to all these reps. Oh, gee, don't be mean to them. Don't talk violence to them. But they're not going to do anything. They're going to give you this every damn time. So how many times do we have to keep doing the same damn thing over and over again and expect a different result? Jimmy said that, the Convo Couch, Jackson Hinkle, all Slow News Day, all of them, we are in full agreement on that. You can't keep using the same damn strategy and expect a different result. Period. No freaking way. I'm sorry.
We don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time to play this long game of slowly adding progressives that are ascending anyways and capitulating to the Democratic Party. So in maybe 20 years, we could talk about Medicare for all. People are fucking dying in a pandemic right now that need it. I don't think we can wait another 20 years.
No, we can't. The planet's cooking.
Done.
The planet's cooking, and we're dancing on Mars. Oh boy!
I know. I know. I'm such a smart ass on all of the Mars posts. I'm always like, I'm so glad we paid for this instead of Medicare for all.
You better shout out some of those comments in the chat. They were talking about.
Man, you guys are going crazy.
Oh my God, the Convo Couch. There, yay, yeah. Everybody's saying hi, Convo Couch. What's up, fam? Jilly. Oh yeah. God, unite indie media. Hell yes, that's exactly right. We have to do it today. We cannot screw around anymore, so get your signatures for your legislation, but we have to multitask. We have to rise above this shit because it's us against the money. That's it.
It is.
It's us against the money. So
the Bernie things from Bernie being here a year ago was yesterday or the day before. So everybody's memories are up, the pictures of Bernie and the electricity that was in the Tacoma Dome that night with the 25,000 people that were there. And I just I keep telling people, I know I'm never going to see that type of energy again. I know that was the last time I'll see it because it's too late. It's too late. Yeah. There's nobody that could come forward right now that I could see could even change it.
No,
Nina's walking her walk.
Yeah, Nina's playing. She's playing the role. I love Nina. Don't get me wrong, and I'll support Nina. But you know what? It's going to take a hell of a lot more than Nina Turner. It's going to take a hell of a lot more. And
don't get me wrong, I love Nina. That woman can fire you up in a speech. I mean, you watch her live. Oh my God, it's like God's touched your head. She's going off so hard.
And Convo Couch, absolutely. I don't know if this Poster, Fee, or Johnny, but we need a co-op for indie media. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Ryan or Franklin and I and many of us have been talking about a federation of independent media. Long time. This is not a new concept.
That's the upper tier of Roar.
Yeah, that's it. And we need to build that coalition, and we're going to have our sisters and brothers on these shows. We're going to boost them. Go over to their sites, drop, sub through them, drop them a couple of bucks because
they're not getting money the way they used to.
No.
I mean, we started out, we haven't really ever made money on this. So it wasn't a factor for us, but for a lot of these like Graham and, Combo,
they're going out in the streets. Yeah.
How do they keep going if they're not being funded? They can't. They have to give up and go get regular 9-to-5s for the man, know? And so it's so important that we figure out these other avenues to keep these guys supported doing what they're doing.
We'll say it again, and not just because Combo's in the house, but if you want to drop a couple of bucks to us, just cut it in half and drop the other half in Convo or Jackson or Franco or Steve, Slow News Day, any of them, you know, but follow us all over on Rockfin. And that really does help. But we appreciate the energy and the drive that you all have. We're not going to make a living at this, but I want to leave this world knowing that I did something right for my sisters and brothers on the planet. And I know Chanda is exactly on that page. So that's where we go. What the hell is this?
Don't keep
What is
I
this?
don't know what this is. That's why I brought it. It's like, what? Make a baby. Swallow the baby to make the baby. Be patient. It's growing. The amazing toy that you swallow and then poop out, and then you later then make a baby.
Okay, this is too surreal.
And then it gives you name ideas like Kent, Janice, Bent.
Bent?
Yeah. Raga. Rags.
What the fuck? Gamers go.
Rufus and Kent.
Gamer. Yeah, you beat me to a game. What the fuck?
I know. I saw this and it was on Facebook. I was like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah, I know. It's just, this is surreal. Your damn Hadron Collider. This is another.
Oh, there was some CERN news today.
Oh shit. Well, let's run this clip from Combo here. What is this? What we're gonna have pasta singing John Denver? What is this?
You brought this.
Did I bring this? Did I cut it? God, I hope I cut it.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Let me look at it real
Pretty
quick.
sure it's cut.
Let me look. No, it's not cut. Well, let me start it off, and then I'll cut it where I need to cut it.
There you go.
Compared to 2018, and that is true. But they're saying his assertion was false, blah, 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 the signatures, and the claim, while easily contradicted, according to them, was revealing. It shows Trump's legal team sticking by the big lie, the false assertion that a legitimate victory was stolen from Trump, a lie that gave birth to the insurrection at the Capitol. You see how they're tying any sort of questioning with elections to the insurrection at the Capitol? And basically, Sanders, I wanted to point this out because Bernie Sanders is now officially a cuck of the Democratic establishment, because this is what he said during Friday's question and answer session when Sanders was asked if Trump's team if Joe Biden had won the election. Trump's lawyer, Michael Van Der Veen, refused to say, calling the issue irrelevant, and Sanders said, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from
that's
the clip. Yeah.
Minds think alike.
Great minds. There we
Sanders
go.
shouted back, "You represent the President of the United States."
Neither Trump or his legal team would
Whoa.
renounce the big lie. Nor will the vast majority of the Senate Republicans who are ready to acquit Trump, nor will the state-level Republicans who continue to amplify his false claims, right? Okay, so because of all of this is happening, you can scroll to the bottom, Johnny, and it basically says they did not have the 67 votes to convict Trump, but they do have the votes to pass two pieces of federal legislation that would protect and expand the right to vote. This is the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the For the People Act. And that is what they're focused on. They're also calling to eliminate the filibuster, which I'm not against. But this For the People Act just came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, this one was hard to cut because I wanted to run, like 20 minutes.
Right.
Fee was right on. But yeah, once again, what the fuck's going on with Bernie Sanders?
I know. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about bringing that clip, like, oh God, I'm going after Bernie. But it makes me feel so much better that Fee was pointing it out too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, hey, there's Stevie says, I have the rare chance to partake tonight. Good for you.
Yay.
Partake,
Partake,
good
partake.
Partake. We have all
Just
that
stop being
shit get in
poor.
there. Just stop being poor. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And you got a Cornell Westcott here from Jimmy, right?
I do. Come on. When I mean, it's just Cornell, man. This man fires me up.
Yeah, isn't he like quitting Harvard or something this week?
Harvard's screwing him over. They won't give him tenure.
Yeah, but who did they give a special seat to? Didn't they give Epstein some sort of seat on their...
Epstein can have anything he wants.
Oh, shit. Okay, Cornell. Dr. West, let's hear what you got to say.
We have to be just as vigilant in terms of accountability, answerability, responsibility when it comes to Biden and Harris, when it comes to the administration of the establishment of the Democratic Party, because we know it's tied to Wall Street. We know it's tied to militarism. We know that it doesn't want to hit mass incarceration. We know it doesn't want to hit the situation, the plight and predicament of working people, so that Wall Street is still very much in the driver's seat of the Democratic Party. just as it was very much in the driver's seat of the Republican Party.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for what do ordinary people, everyday people, working people of all colors, all genders, all sexual orientation, all regions, what will we have? And that's the fundamental question, brother. And that's what you have been highlighting year after year after year. And I salute you for it, man. I really do. It just means, you're going to be misconstrued, misunderstood, attacked, character assassination, and so forth. I mean, I say join the club. They've been coming at me for decades after decades. You got a smile on your face. I got a smile on my face. Because when you're fighting for something bigger than just the next party election or the next position in the establishment, then you got a different kind of freedom, man. Different kind of freedom. America needs more free brothers and sisters of all colors. And it's often been the artists who've been the vanguard in that regard, the musicians and the comic artists. But we need free folk across the board if this democratic project is going to sustain itself, given the very ugly, not just neoliberal, but predatory capitalists and imperial foreign policy in place. I'm talking about that high, thick form of militarism that comes out of the Pentagon, and I don't care what color the head of the Pentagon is. We're talking about moral issues. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For me, as a revolutionary Christian, we're talking about spiritual issues. Human beings being sacred, no matter what country, no matter what color, no matter what gender, sexual orientation they are.
You talk about being a revolutionary Christian. I've always wondered, why isn't every Christian a socialist?
Well, I tell you, most Christians don't want to follow Jesus into that temple and run out the money changers, brother. No, they on Pontius Pilate's payroll, or they're paying homage to Pontius Pilate. You see, Jesus was crucified because he ran out the money changers. What was the temple? It was the largest edifice this side of Rome. It was a bank. They had police on the one side. For us, it has to do with Wall Street, White House, Pentagon, Hollywood, Harvard, Yale, University of Chicago, all of the elite institutions that accommodate themselves to an unjust status quo. Now, there's individuals inside of those institutions. Because, see, as a Christian, you always recognize every human being is made in the image of God, and therefore they can choose to go another way. You can be a member of the elite and choose to be in solidarity with everyday people. You can be a white brother and choose to be in solidarity with the Black freedom movement. I can be a male, straight. I choose to be in solidarity with my precious trans folk. Those are moral and spiritual choices people make. But generally speaking, the dominant tendency of an establishment when it comes to elite sites, Jesus understood that.
Yes.
They take advantage of the vulnerable. They exploit those who they can exploit, and then get mad when you try to make them accountable, as if it's your fault.
Jimmy ain't gonna get a word in there.
I wouldn't. I just let him.
Yeah. Just
say
like
all he wants.
Just like Hedges and stuff. The problem I had with that is Dr. West is talking about Jesus, and I'm watching you and I and Cats up in the corner. It was kind of So yeah, no, it was great. It was that was a great clip. I need to read these super rays over here on Rockfin. We have keep speaking this Convo Couch. Keep speaking truth for power. Thanks for holding the politicians accountable. Convo Couch. Another one from Convo Couch. We love Roar Media. Looking forward to having you on the couch very soon. Well, we want to be on the couch. And thanks, Brett. Thanks, Oz. Thanks, Chanda, for your highlighting indie media. Well, thank you guys, and you keep surfing that couch. We had a picture of that the other day. It was very inspiring.
We did.
Very inspiring. We got to finish this out with no more donations. I hereby duly declare Joe Biden himself to be a major disaster. Hear ye, hear ye. And you got Larry David Bernie up there checking it out.
I told you I went after Bernie.
Yeah, you really did. And you did a great job. So,
that's
again,
what, the fourth Bernie one?
Yeah, it's the fourth Bernie one. I mean, gee, many Christmas.
Well, I thought, okay, because, they're related. So I was like, I wonder what Bernie's face looks like on Larry Sanders.
Yeah, I think that
that's
works
what it
pretty
looks
good. He's got my head, too, which is even worse. So thank you again, Chanda, for amending me that.
Yeah, no problem.
We've got Epstein. Franco liked this one. Fee. This one, I really enjoyed this. Let me get my fat face out of there. Hillary Clinton says, "Don't vote for anyone you wouldn't trust with your dog." And Fee totally agree with that. Yeah, I would say so, Fee. I would say so. And that being said, we want to bring this one up. Ghislaine Maxwell admitted Jeffrey Epstein had secret tapes of Donald Trump and Bill Clinton, reporter claims. You want to shed some insights on that, please, Chanda?
Okay, so the next slide is a clip of this. Now, there's a reporter that worked for 60 Minutes, and the book is called like Behind the Ticking Clock or something like that, about his time at CBS. And apparently he went out with Ghislaine or ran into her at a party or something. Anyways, he goes back to her house and they're getting hot and heavy. Anyway, she starts telling him this crap apparently. And yeah, there's tapes. We've always known there was tapes, though.
Why wouldn't there be?
We know this. Yeah, we know what this is. We know exactly what this is. So here, this is Sean Atwell. If you're not watching Sean, he does a lot of true crime. He lives in the UK. He was an ecstasy dealer that got busted here in the US and did time in Joe Apaya's jail. And so now he's back in Europe and he does an amazing job. I mean, he interviews so many great people and like he's really all over the Epstein European side of the story, which is Jean-Luc Brunel and all the sex trafficking that was going back and forth, because Europe's treating it much different than the US. I mean, they're still trying to sweep it under the rug and cover it up, but a lot more of these guys are getting punished because there's so many different governments that are involved. And so Sean Atwell, look him up.
All right. Let's check her out here.
Hello, Sean Atwood on the True Crime Channel.
Too loud.
We've got this news now about Maxwell having a conversation whereby she admitted the existence of tapes filmed by Epstein that include footage of Clinton and Trump, possibly in compromising situations. So this has suddenly hit the headlines over here in the UK, and this pertains to a meeting in 2016 with CBS producer Ira Rosen. So the conversation has been disclosed in a new book that has come out, and it was slightly before the 2016 presidential election. And Maxwell, a staunch supporter of Hillary Clinton, surprise, surprise, refused to give these tapes up, saying, if you get the tapes on Trump, you have to do Bill Clinton. This is included in Rosen's new book, Ticking Clock Behind the Scenes at 60 Minutes. Just released, and he's revealing new information. So, of course, there's been numerous claims, including on this channel, from victims who saw surveillance equipment, from people in the police who knew about the surveillance operation, and other analysts who said that this was a honey trap intelligence agency operation, and of course the recordings were central to that. So this book is claiming that Epstein recorded celebrities and politicians and powerful people having sex with women and girls who were not of age at his home, using the footage to blackmail them. So it is corroborating the honey trap theory. Of course, Maria Farmer and Virginia said they saw rooms full of CCTV monitors. At the New York mansion, cameras installed in bathrooms. Rosen has revealed he arranged a meeting with Maxwell in early 2016, and acting on a hunch that the tapes existed, he tricked her into confirming that they indeed did. I want the tapes. I know Epstein was videotaping everyone. I want the tapes of Trump with the girls. This is what Rosen is claiming he told her. Maxwell replied, I don't know where they are. Rosen wrote he told her to ask Epstein, adding that the fate of the country was at stake. Quote, Trump could be elected president, and how would you feel if those tapes emerged after he was in office? Maxwell gave him a stern look and pointed a finger in his face. I am the daughter of a press baron. I know the way you people think. If you do one side, you must do the other. If you get the tapes on Trump...
So basically, I mean, that's a really, he goes on for a while, and I know he talks slow. He gets, he's always reading articles, so it takes him a while to get there. But basically what he is saying is the liberal media was after these tapes that they knew existed to try to take Trump out. And the whole reason, this was in 2016, the whole reason she won't give up the tapes is because she didn't want it to take Clinton out. You know, we both know. We know both of them are involved. Both, come on, they were both horn dogs in the fucking 90s, and they both hung out with Epstein. You can't tell me Epstein doesn't have tapes of these guys with young girls.
Yeah, I told Chanda in the group, this is what's keeping her alive.
Yep.
Keeping
her alive.
I truly believe that they are so worried that they're not going to do what they did to Epstein in the cell. They're not going to hang her in the cell. That would be a big push anyway. But just the fact that she might have a button, a kill button or something that's going to release if anything happens to her. And they did that. That is history. People die, not just in the movies. That's something that happens. So I firmly believe that's what's keeping her alive. Before we get to the Stoner Corner here, I want to feature something. This is what's being served up at the Convo Couch right now. I just had this sent to me, and these
jelly.
Yes, that is a super margarita with excellent tequila, and that is designed and created by none other than Pasta Jardula. I am so damn jealous. Look at that thing. Holy smokes. What is that? 18-ounce margarita? I want one. Come on, Pasta. Margaritas all the way around, you guys. Anyway,
puts my water to shame.
Yeah, the word's out now. You're busted. Yeah. You're making margaritas down there. Yep. I want one. All right. We have the Stoner Corner here. This is great. Thank you, Chanda. You made my night, man.
The only way to have fried chicken.
Oh my God, Colonel Sanders would have liked that one. So that's just great. We have Oregon tenants owe hundreds of millions in back rent. What the hell is this?
Okay, so this guy, I think he's a D-bag. He runs Seattle real estate podcast, and this guy lives up in the East Precinct where Chaz Chop is. And during the Chaz Chop, the only reason I followed this guy is because he had a lot of live feeds, because he was going out on the streets and you could see what was going on through his feeds. He's definitely I don't even think that tenant associations like this should even be a fucking thing. You know, these tenant managers, but whatever, he's just a D-bag. But he's reporting that a report coming out of Oregon says that Oregon owes, 378 million in back rent. That's just Oregon.
Just Oregon.
That's just Oregon.
How many millions did you say?
378 million in back rent is owed for last year.
Oh my God. How is that going to get caught up? $2,000. Oh, excuse me. $600. Never mind.
yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. I want to point out again, Chanda had a lot of fun with Bernie, but she took her toll on me too. As you notice, I'm fighting off the last Democrats meeting I went to?
This is the last Dem meeting you went to.
Oh God, I wish. This is me at the last Dems meeting. And I got to say, I've never had a six-pack. You know, I'm not built like that.
You were definitely outnumbered.
Yes, I was outnumbered. But this was me back when I was 22 years old. I swear to God, God, I had the
You look
shoulders.
like Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah, I know. I was like, look at that flat ass and those. I didn't have spindly legs. I used to ride a 10-speed everywhere, so my legs were built too. But,
Well, I'm so glad that I can help you relive your youth.
yeah, and you put hair on me, which makes it even better. So
I do it.
So anyway, let's play this clip before I digress anymore.
Podcast. Welcome back to the Seattle Real Estate Podcast. What are we talking about today? Oregon tenants owe hundreds of millions of dollars in back rent. Portland State University study finds. Who's going to pay this back? So we know that these moratoriums on eviction, they're going to come to an end here soon. The FHFA, basically housing governing body, just kicked the federal moratorium on evictions out to March 31st. But I think most of these moratoriums, that's about as far as they're going to go, like a full year of moratorium. And then we've got to get people paying their rent again. And for those that are really backlogged on rent, this is, owing millions of dollars combined. This is not a good deal. What's going to happen? Is the Fed going to step in? Can the state step in? They've already got budget shortfalls. What is going to happen? That's what we're checking out today. Before we do, if you're new here, my name is Sean Reynolds. I own a couple of real estate companies.
Yeah,
I
we
read
know.
the news. It's real estate, pro-business. Yep, let's go. Enough of the chit-chat. Here we are. Portland, Oregon. Tenants in Oregon owe $300.
Does it have a cut?
It's supposed to be cut right there, so
Okay.
it just didn't take.
I was going to go on to this guy rambling. He hates Shama. He is always attacking Shama. He thinks he's the worst thing. He's part of this gentrified downtown Seattle bullshit. And
Well, it's that capitalist mentality. I mean,
It is.
let people freeze to death. Let them live in the streets. Let them, everything. But he doesn't care. It's always the capitalistic side. This is not a good deal.
But I didn't bring it to dog on him. I brought it because that is shocking to me that Oregon State is saying that Oregon tenants owe $378 million in back rent.
Well,
You'll never get that caught up. We will never.
Never,
So
never. And they're going to say, well, you've got to think of the landlords and the owners of those properties. Guess what? Pandemic. Hello,
guess
people.
what? The government should help bail them out.
Yeah,
They didn't bail
exactly.
the little people out, so you're screwed too. Take it up with your elected official.
Exactly. My brother and I were talking today about this too, and I said, look, you know what? It's not going to get caught up, but just freeze everything. Freeze everything. Make sure
But,
people get fed and have a roof over their house, and let's
We
get
thought
through
the
this
same
shit.
thing in 2009 with the housing crisis. We thought that the government was going to come bail these people out that were losing their homes, and they could refinance, and they were setting up programs to save people from their houses. But that wasn't the reality of what happened. Now
No.
we're 11 years later looking back, and everybody just got kicked out of their fucking houses. There was empty houses all over America. It was disgusting. I mean, you could go down full streets in my town and every house would be empty during that time.
Yeah, and people
That's
are,
what we're going to see again, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, yeah. They're living under bridges. They're living in tents and everything else. So you want to argue about
Cars.
the 2008 crisis when
Yeah.
Graham Elwood? Go argue with Graham. He was one of the victims of that whole scam. Thank you, President
I know lots of
Obama.
people who lost their house
I
within
know.
there. I lost my 401k. I mean,
Me
these are
too.
smash and grabs.
My
These
little
are smash and grabs,
401k.
whatever they can get from you. And I lived on my 401k during that time.
Yeah,
And
they're bleeding
they
us dry.
got so much of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's give the call out for Biden's first month
It's all
in office.
blue. Yeah, yay.
Go ahead. You can read that.
No, I can't even see it. So
Oh,
it says
okay.
Biden's first month in office, no stimulus check, no student debt cancellation, no health care. Kids are still in cages, resuming mass deportation, resuming the Jones Act, moved troops to Syria, started defense partnership with, was that Raytheon?
Riyadh.
Riyadh.
And bowed
to Netanyahu. Come on, he always has done that.
I know.
Starting war with Iran. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we're at. So this is we enjoyed the response that we got from our brother over there at Hardlands Media, and I'm just going to play this real quick for those of you who didn't get to see it. I think the veins are bulging up in his neck on this one.
Okay, go.
Bernie Sanders. Remember your good friend Joe Biden? Yeah, because he's your friend. You said that. He's your friend, Bernie. Remember you said Joe is your good friend? He's not doing the $15 minimum wage increase. We're still waiting for our stimulus checks. People are still being evicted from their homes. We're not getting Medicare for all. That's your good friend, Bernie. And to those 15 congressmen and women that were on the petition for forced to vote, hey, where's your pushback? Aren't you going to hold his feet to the fire, or are you just holding your nose, ignoring the smell, and knowing the fact that you basically have given up on fighting for people? So explain to me, vote blue no matter who, blue manga, however you want to call yourselves. Why should I vote Democrat? I mean, I guess my vote's not needed at all, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a good portion of this population that are feeling the exact same way about the Democrats and the progressive Democrats that are in Congress, because they haven't earned my vote or confidence, and I'm going to be voting third party in the midterms. So there.
Yeah, I you know what, Kit, we're all on board. Kit, Convo, Daniel, Jackson, Franco, Steve, Glory, all of them. We that forced the vote. I swear to God, that forced the vote has unmasked those who are going to play the little games and jump through the hoops and run cover for the corporate mainstream media because they want a fucking job with MSNBS.
And on the cover of Rolling Stone.
It ain't going to happen. I don't give a shit what shows you guys go on. You're exposed. The independent media right here, like Convo Couch just said a little while ago, we need to unite the independent media. We need to make us strong. And I've got to say, all of our shows at Roar Media are supportive of our sisters and brother shows across the board. And we have taken a side. And if you flip on us, we're going to flip you off and say, go away. But I doubt that any of these current social media programs, and Chanda, what's your opinion? Do you think the Convo is going to flip on us?
Hell no. Are you fucking kidding?
Hell no. God, I guess that earned it another tip.
I know in my gut. I always know in my gut. I mean, as soon as I meet somebody, I can tell
you
if
can
they're
tell.
wishy-washy.
You can tell.
And very few times does somebody sneak past me, but their policy talk normally sells them out within a couple of conversations.
Yeah, they're bullshit talk. And Convo threw another one at us over there. Rockfin. Hey, keep tripping those margaritas. Yeah. We are on the way. I will make one for each of you. So Convo owes everybody in the chat a margarita.
There you go.
Everybody. So get out that Cristal there. Get the Cristal out, pasta. You got wow. I gotta say, yeah. I appreciate Kit here. I appreciate his passion. And honestly, he's exhibiting what I believe true passion and true anger, true frustration. Whereas some of these people, Nick, when they act like they're getting mad on some of these shows, it makes me laugh.
It's manufactured, yeah.
Yeah, it's manufactured.
Like, calm down. We can see that you're just doing it for the camera.
Yeah, you're doing it for the camera. I'm pissed all the time, so it's easy for me. You can never tell. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, let's move along here. Oz. I love this reface here. This is Final Fantasy reface of Chanda with
a good reface.
God, it looks really good.
So badass.
Did you want to read this one?
Yeah, it says breaking. President Biden just issued new ICE guidelines. Wholly abandoning his pledge to halt deportations. The ACLU says this is a disappointing step backwards for the Biden administration's earlier commitment to fully break from the harmful deportation policies of the Trump and Obama eras. Yeah, he's already rolled it back. And if you watch Convo Couch today, you learned that Biden took more money from those institutions that, support ICE and all of the, the deportation, the jails, than anybody, even Trump. So what did we expect? I mean, vote blue.
Yeah, vote blue, vote blue. I mean, this is, no surprise here. No surprise here. We got, we're getting some, we got the Rockfins growing. What we had 17 over there the other day. We've got 12 there right now. Nice. You guys can come over, but Anna Maris tipped us over there a nice healthy tip. It literally took me months to figure out as an iPhone user, and I can't chat or tip the app, got to use the browser on phone. Spread the word because I'm sure I'm not alone and you're...
No, I have a problem too. So when I go in, I always like when Convo Couch comes on, even if I'm in YouTube, I will jump out and go over to the Rockfin to watch. But if I'm on my phone, I can't engage in the chat. I think I can send a message because it lets me type one out and hit send, but I can't see it anywhere. And if I'm on the Brave browser, then I absolutely can't see the chat. So
yeah. And J9 Campbell, another very generous tip over there on Rockfin. Make mine an electric watermelon pasta. They are delicious. So pasta, you better get that electric watermelon for J9 Campbell. They've got it ponied up.
I'm gonna reface pasta into cocktail.
Yeah, he's gonna be the Tom Cruise. Yeah, pasta. Watch out, we're coming at you with the refaces.
Coming for you. Yep.
Yeah. We'll have that next week, right, Chanda?
Yep.
Okay, and we'll send them to pasta ahead of time. I
always do.
Yeah, I know. I know. This was interesting. You want to tell us about Antifa?
Okay. Antifa. So, yeah, this was a United States of America Global Anti-Fascism Initiative card that has Eisenhower's picture and signature on it from 1941. And I just found this, there's always this debate: is Antifa a state of mind or is it an actual organization?
That would
apparently at some point it was an actual organization, but I claim it as a state of mind anymore.
Yeah, and that's originally and of all people, Eisenhower. There you go.
Right, I know, how shocking is that? But this video is from the East Precinct, up where Chop Chaz was last summer, and this was during the snowstorm this week. Antifa plowed all the snow in front of the police precinct's bays so they couldn't get their cars out, and then snowball fights ensued.
Oh my God! So, okay. Shit.
You got to read this one.
I'm off the vibe. I'm literally
You can see you can't get the car out.
Oh, you're disrupting law enforcement.
They're throwing snowballs at the cop cars. They could get arrested for that, probably.
Oh yeah, probably, or shot in Seattle. They're going to shoot you. Oh, there was a rock in that snowball. I had to take you down.
So it took them 15 minutes with demonstrators out there. They called in more cops. Cops are always being aggressive and violating people's rights. More cops rolling up.
Well, yeah, and they're gonna...
I'd heard that story, but this is the first footage I've seen.
Yeah, so they're gonna say, well, you interfered with the police officers trying to do their duty and protect and serve. Remember, this is Seattle.
Yeah.
And
assault
it's
on a police vehicle.
They're gonna turn it around and they're gonna be assholes and whatever. So
Antifa was funny though. They just sit out there throwing fucking snowballs at them the whole time, and they're like, "What? It's a friendly snowball fight. You're gonna arrest me for that?"
God, lucky they didn't get shot. I mean,
I know, right?
God, Jesus, that's Seattle.
Ballsy in these days.
Yeah, Seattle, you get shot. What do we?
Shot.
Well, are you watching me, woman?
See ya.
See ya.
No, this is me seeing Como. I saw you a long time ago, fucker.
Oh my God, Cuomo. Jesus. Ugh.
33, 28, died in a hospital, died in a nursing home.
What the fuck?
He died.
He died. When you let mom and pop bite the bullet and get away with it.
Wait a sec. Is that exactly what happened? Let me kill the sound. I want to run this back up real quick to where he said that. Did he actually say that?
Yeah, he did actually say that.
But who cares? 33, 28, died in a hospital, died in a nursing home.
And what could that have been taken out of context in
Well,
any
of course,
way?
it's taken out of context. You really think he's like, oh, who fucking cares? That's not how he was parsing it. He was parsing it as, well, it doesn't matter because we messed up and they died. Doesn't matter if they were in a nursing home or if they were in the hospital. Well, yeah, it does matter because he was sending them into the freaking nursing homes was the goddamn point. And so he gives himself away with this. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You could take it out of context, but he's still giving himself away.
Well, yeah, it's so dispassionate. A matter of fact, it's horrifically dispassionate. Who cares? Who cares whether it's in a hospital or a nursing home? It's still a horrible thing. That's how I would interpret it.
But
Yeah.
with no passion at all. I watch a lot of body language readers, and his eyes don't move, his lips don't move. Maybe he's got Botox with those nipple rings, but he shows no emotion whatsoever as a fucking human being that these people died.
Well, he should
under his watch.
he should audition for Walking Dead because he's a natural.
Right?
He's a fucking natural.
Yeah,
This
he
guy,
is.
he's a gangster. He is a gangster. Why he is not arrested for that? And that aide, I would be fear for my life from that top aide. Now, has that person lost their job? Is that the deal? The top aide that?
Oh, I'm sure. There's always a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, they have to be, but I've got to commend the top aide for at least mea culping and apologizing for that, and exposing this piece of garbage like his brother Fredo.
He's a gangster. Him and his brother Fredo are mobsters.
Yeah, whatever. And yeah, I'd say it to your face too, Fredo. You can beat up an old guy that used to be able to kick your ass 17 ways from Sunday.
Now, come on.
What is that violence? Violence.
That was violence against Italians.
Yeah, but I can't be. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought that was his name, but I guess it isn't. Is it?
You thought what? I thought that was really his name.
Yeah, really. And we have Morticia here.
This is Ask a Mortician. Now, she's owns a funeral home down in LA. She's an excellent source for what's really happening on the ground with COVID in LA. And I brought her a couple of weeks ago. This is a follow-up video.
All right.
Hi everyone. If you're back again, you may have watched my last video
Is that her
on
real
how
hair?
overtaxed and overwhelmed the death system in Los Angeles is right now.
Yes.
From the hospital
love
morgues
it.
to the coroners to removal drivers to funeral homes to crematories to cemeteries. Is it getting any better? Is the nightmare ending? Has your last video had any effect? Well,
hospitalizations are on the decline.
The chance for another surge in California is real.
Less than 3% of the population has been fully vaccinated.
The supply of COVID vaccine doses allotted to LA County for use is in extremely short supply.
Get as many people vaccinated as quickly as we possibly can.
We can't move fast enough.
Now, by pure numbers, daily new cases are falling, and new hospitalization numbers are falling. But there is a lag time from new cases to death. So deaths are still, as health officials have said, uncomfortably high. Yes, uncomfortably high. That is certainly one way of putting it. Also, we don't know if cases are going to spike again after Super Bowl parties, Valentine's Day, and with the possibility of new Southern California variants because, of course. And even when we get to less people dying, which is my greatest hope, our death care systems are still backed up after almost 2 months of this relentless onslaught. Backed up deeply, profoundly. So many people still can't afford these funeral bills and have to wait a month to multiple months for burial. We can't even schedule a viewing or a witness cremation until the end of March. There are just too many people that need them. On one hand, having this platform gives me the ability to talk to various government officials, California Emergency Management, DMORT, the media. But the most disheartening part of the last 2 weeks has been that even with more information from the horse's mouth, I wouldn't have changed a single thing that I said in my last video. My conclusions remain the same. These folks seem well-intentioned, but simultaneously very well aware that funeral homes need help and that families need help. They believe that the biggest private funeral homes will find a way to bring in huge refrigerated trucks to cover their absent butts and take in all the bodies, and if that means thousands of extra dollars in costs per family, so be it. More than one person in power has suggested to me and to the owner of my crematory that this is a business opportunity, and we have a choice whether or not we want to step up and make the money, like we're selling fidget spinners in the spring of 2017. On a very personal level, I am proud of the way that we have handled this. The way we've worked with our crematory and cemeteries, obtained more storage, built relationships with people in the hospitals, brought new people onto our team, created new systems for having 5 times the normal amount of families in our care. And that's only 5 times because we've had to turn half of the people who need us away.
She puts a good face on death, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't depress me. She's being so realistic about what she's trying to.
She's telling you that capitalism is failing. It's failing. They can't handle they can't process the amount of bodies that they have, and they're just told, well, buy more trucks, get more resources, make the money.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. That's just, she's telling it like it is. And although that's how she makes her living, it's a necessary business to do. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Just bury him under the apple tree? So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There you got it. First-hand look.
Yeah.
What's going on
California.
in
California. This is a very to the point view of Congress. That's
where they belong.
That's where they belong, in the toilet. All of them.
I thought this was perfect for Eat the Rich.
Yeah, Eat the Rich. Yeah, this is where I think they belong to. I mean, not all of them, but the majority of them, 99% of them, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? Is there anybody that comes to mind in Congress, in actual Congress, that you really, I know Maxine Waters is off your Christmas card list.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah.
No, off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
All right. Just checking. So I just hope I never look down at my toilet and see that. I'll probably have a heart attack.
Well, then you ate the rich.
I ate the rich. And now what is it? Russia, China. This week it's Australia?
Australia. So this is what's going on with Facebook in Australia. Australia is actually taking Facebook on because Facebook is, oh God. But you can't even post anything. Like if it's Australian and you try to post it on your Facebook now, they're blocking it. So we're actually seeing the repercussions of this.
Didn't they actually say they were going to fine them like $2.2 million for covering up? Oh, that was Australia, huh?
For every channel they take down, or every, because they're taking down mainstream media, like CNNs and shit.
Wow. We have another Ray over at Rockfin. Brett McKinney. Thank you. Another generous tip. Thank you. Roar Media received a tip from Brett McKinney. Thank you, Brett. We really appreciate it. And that was not Brett before. It was Brent. Pasta was talking about you, buddy. And we want to thank you. Wow. And I want to thank everybody real quick. Thank you for going over there to Rockfin and putting those super rays in, because we don't want anything on YouTube. Natural Progressive is monetized to where we can take super chats over there, but really, if you just save it, and if you get over Rockfin, take $9.99 and subscribe through our channel Rockfin, and then follow all of our sisters and brothers.
You get all their content.
Get all their content, So anyway,
or follow them and watch our content.
Or follow them, watch our content, or both. So anyway, we're trying to get better, and with your help, we will be better. So let's listen to this. Australia's barking back at Zuckerberg.
I hope we don't get punked for this.
This is Australia.
Australian leader Scott Morrison vowed to push ahead with laws to force Facebook to pay news outlets for content on Friday. World leaders and Australian politicians have blasted the social media giant and accused it of bullying after its drastic decision to block news content in Australia. There's been widespread outrage as Facebook scrubbed not only the pages of domestic and foreign news sites for Australians, but also blocked state governments, emergency information, and non-profit charities. Britain, France, Canada, and India have given Australia their support, and we're watching closely as to whether they too should challenge big tech over news.
So there is a lot of world interest in what Australia is doing, and so that's why I invite, as we did with Google, Facebook, to constructively engage, because they know that what Australia will do here is likely to be followed by many other Western jurisdictions.
The new law would make Facebook and Google pay media for content. They'd need to strike a deal with news outlets whose links drive traffic to their platforms. Both had campaigned against the law, which is expected to pass through Parliament in a few days. But Google differed to Facebook's cutthroat reaction and instead has been signing its own preemptive deals, including a global agreement with News Corp. News Corp said since Facebook's move, they had experienced a jump in Australians visiting the company's websites. Facebook restored some government pages later on Thursday, and Australian Treasurer Josh Frydenberg said he had spoken to Facebook's CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, for a second time since the news blackout, and said, quote, "We talked through the remaining issues." In a statement, Facebook said the Australian law misunderstood its value to publishers.
Bullshit. This tells me it fucking worked. It worked. If everybody jumped off Facebook when they took all the news off of it, I mean, what's fucking left if you take all the news off? Cat videos. Yeah. But anyways, everybody funneled over to Google, and Google was like, "Oh shit, we better sign buy some content," basically. I love that they're doing this, and we need to wake up.
Let's everybody, let's see if we can get everybody migrated over to Rockfin and Panquake when that evolves, and it is growing. I did a little mathematics the other day, and I took a couple of slices, and they're growing at about $100 an hour, which, when you need several $100,000, that's not bad. Average, so I hope it continues. Minimum.
Bezos is like.
Yeah, I would have set the minimum at 10, but 5 is great, and you have a minimum donation over at Panquake, and it's supported by a lot of our sisters and brothers in social media. So check it out, and if you feel comfortable, drop them a $5 and help us get that platform up and running. Snorky just dropped us a ray over there on Rock. Thank you, Snorky. Thank you, Snorky. We're still hovering around 13 people over there watching on the Rockfin.
We love all of our rockers.
Yeah, we love all, and we haven't shouted out a Pat Backman fan is over on with Shaw Yar.
Pat, I hung out in the karaoke closet in the green room today.
Yeah, and Choosy Heretics Choose, Carnation Revolution now, yeah. So, we got the Rockfin. I needs to get on. Yes, you do, Pat. Get on Rockfin. Get on Rock. Join all your sisters and brothers.
Take the Boomer Challenge.
Yes, take the Boomer Challenge. If I can do it, anybody can do it. What do we have? What's Jamie doing? Is he punking AOC?
That's Barf. I love that. It's Barf from Spaceballs.
Oh, God. That is Barf. That is Barf. You know what role I liked him best in was his voice role in Heavy Metal. That was back in 1985,
yeah,
I believe.
I remember the movie, but I don't
Heavy Metal. I think he played a robot or something like that. His voice.
I'll have to go back and
check it out. Fantastic soundtrack. I think Pat would probably agree. But Heavy Metal, 1985.
First one. I do remember watching it.
Yeah, that was great. Tarna. Okay, Jamie. What's Jamie saying here?
Just some hypocrisy,
Okay, good. Hypocrisy time.
Good evening, moron. Would you be willing to have your anus rubbed against your will in the name of mandatory medicine? You're selfish if you don't. And it's probably coming our way. Let's not think about the implications of that. Moving along, I'm reporting to you live here in AOC's panic room. After the riots at the Capitol, top-ranked social justice warrior AOC routinely accused Ted Cruz of trying to have her murdered with rioters. Of her near-death experience, AOC said, It was a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die. Then recently, the very logical and nuanced Congresswoman, who has a business background in waitressing, took to Instagram for a 90-minute long video where she talked about how terrified she was during her near-death experience. She also said it is not an exaggeration to say many members of Congress were nearly assassinated. Not an exaggeration. Then the public found out AOC was not in the Capitol building while it was being stormed by rioters. She was in a different building. Countless people then removed her safe space and blasted her for exaggerating her trauma about the riots in the Capitol building. Apparently, these skeptics think she's weak for being traumatized from riots in a building that she was not in. As you can see in this diagram published by the New York Post, the riots were happening in the Capitol building, and AOC received all of her trauma in this building, a different building, 0.3 miles away. People who oddly felt misled by AOC's 90-minute long Instagram testimony of trauma started the trending hashtags AOC lied and AOC Smollett. But the head of cancel culture did not like these hashtags. Perhaps she felt as though they were lying about her lie. So she took to her email list advising her followers to try to censor social media posts speaking unflatteringly about her by reporting them. Oh, is AOC still doing her blacklist? I mean, she probably shouldn't have said that thought out loud. Now for all you conspiracy theorists who think AOC is wrong, we at the left-wing media would like to remind you, you're wrong, because you don't control the narrative. We do. But for those who want answers as to why AOC would fear for her life in this near-death experience while rioters were in the Capitol building and she was not, there are perfectly good and sensible explanations. 1. It's possible that she identified as being at the Capitol building. 2. It's possible she identified as a rioter herself, which would mean she was in the same room as a rioter. 3. It's possible a rioter could have identified as AOC, and that rioter could have taken his own life, thus ending her life, because he identified as her. One of those possibilities is most likely what happened. So relax, people. At this time, it is neither confirmed nor denied that AOC has an inspirational poster on her office wall of Mark Twain's famous quote, "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened."
Never happened. Was she actually demonstrating by leaning up against the wall?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding
did a whole
me.
reenactment. Yeah.
Oh my God. Talk about performative horseshit. Unbelievable. Of course, she's got, what, 12 million followers, so they're going to buy her hook, line, and sinker. What, of course, Washington State, we have our own AOC, and who is that? Is that Pramila?
Oh, God, yeah.
Is that Pramila? I mean...
I campaigned for Pramila. I knocked on doors for Pramila. I've made phone calls for Pramila.
Yeah.
What a disappointment.
And she said the other day, I think this is a direct quote, the riot or the assault on the Capitol was as bad as the War of 1812?
Yeah.
What the hell was...
comparing it to 9/11.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? And, you know, everybody's going to say, oh, you shouldn't say anything bad about Pramila. She's fighting for Medicare for all and Really? Really? She didn't even bring it to the goddamn floor for a vote or, you know, to do that. So, you know.
Yeah. There was many times she dropped the ball.
She didn't drop the ball. She didn't even bring it up for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so again, love who you want, but I'm going to ride with Kshama Sawant here.
Me too. So wasn't Jayapal on that Unity Commission thing with Biden and Bernie's team, and then they never even brought up Medicare for all?
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to refer to. And if I'm ever wrong, anybody in chat, please correct me. That's not my goal. It's not my goal, but I know that she talks a good game. They all seem to be Twitter warriors nowadays. They'll say certain things over and over again like they're working for it. But when we start seeing some results from this shit, then I'll say, yeah, you're being effective. But now they're not being effective just talking it. You got to walk it and make it happen too. Sorry, that's what we elected you for. What do we got? What's here? McDonald's? Are we having a flashback?
Oh, yeah, we're just looking at a little bit of, there's no inflation. We don't need a raise or a minimum wage raise.
What years?
This was McDonald's in 1954, I think.
19, yeah, I think it was 54. Now, this was what, about 45 years before glyphosate?
Right. Back when you got a real beef hamburger.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Real French fries.
Yeah, they actually took the potatoes, and there's a bad story about McDonald's potatoes, too, like everything else, like the tomatoes in Florida, Immokalee tomatoes at, Wendy's. They screwed all those Immokalee tomato picker worker people down there in Florida.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so, but the potatoes, the potatoes back in that year, they took the whole potato, they threw it in the peeler thing, then they made the fries right there. Yeah. And I, as a kid, back in there in those ancient times before Christ, I used to watch them do that, and I was fascinated by that because it was like a spinning thing that peeled those potatoes. Yeah. It was way cool. I never worked there, so, you know.
Yeah, back when food was real, but really I brought this over the prices. I mean, my God, if a burger was 15 cents, you go to McDonald's now and try to get a burger, you're looking at $10.
Well, yeah, they have for a burger, they have those little White Castle frozen things that they throw in the microwave, and they're like on the dollar menu or whatever. So
right,
yeah, that's what does that say? A tempting cheeseburger?
They don't have a dollar menu anymore. It's a $2 menu.
Oh, I thought they had a dollar menu. Oh,
no, it went up to $2. They got rid of the dollar menu. I don't know.
Okay, a thirst quenching Coke, 10 cents. Steaming hot coffee that'll burn the skin off your ass, 10 cents. Full flavored orange drink. And refreshing cold milk, 12 cents.
Oh, I want some orange drink.
You want some orange drink? It's a lot of sugar. Chanda and I had a dance-off this week. We're going to let you
guys tell me who wins.
Who wins the dance-off? We'll let this run for a minute. Now, Chanda is sporting the pleather outfit, and she's wearing some duct tape to keep her girls down there. And Oz is sporting, what is that? It's the wife.
That's leather. I would think that's leather, but I love the fishnet.
The fishnet, yeah. That's I think
that move does it.
Yeah, that one.
You get me with the move.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I think we need to find one, and I want to see Pasta in a dance contest too. So can I order that up? Can you find one?
A dance off?
Yeah, I want to see Pasta. I want to have a dance off with Pasta. We still have to have a cook off. I know he's gone vegan, so no more Sunday gravy with all that that he had in it. But yeah, so who wins? Chanda or Oz on the dance off? I like your pink hair there, Chanda.
I do like the pink hair.
The pink hair looks good. So who's walking in with you? Is that somebody of note?
It's just me and my girls, my video host.
Yeah, no, there's some guy there that you're walking in with. Yeah, that dude. He looks like
I didn't see it.
That was Carl. That was Carl Urban, I thought. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, Jilly says Tang won. Slatsky loves
Tang one.
Yeah, Tang one. Fuck fast food before it fucks you. Thank you, Jilly.
Yeah, don't eat it, man. Gut leak.
Montauk had a great show last night. Mrs. Carter, she's voting for Oz. Thank you, Mrs. Carter.
I agree. I think that drop down crotch rub right there, that does it for Oz.
Yeah, that kind of makes Michael Jackson blush, and that's awful hard. So anyway, not because of anything except he's not with us anymore. So that'd be old. That'd be old.
Can't blush when you don't have cheeks.
Yeah, you don't have anything left. Rest in peace, Michael. You were a great musician. That'd be old. Yeah, Jilly Love. I like the pink hair too, Chanda. You look really good there. That's great.
It looks like yarn. I think I'm gonna get some yarn and try that.
Yeah, I think wild meant wild. Shit. Anyway, that's our dance off for the week. Where are we at here? We're getting down the list. This was just I just threw this in the other day because it's like duh. So we got the little gas nozzle going into the AR-15 or whatever weapon of murder and death that is. We get the point. Yep. And Abby Martin, you brought this. What's this about?
Oh, that's the Empire Files that dropped like 2 days ago. But actually, one just dropped while we were sitting here. So I'm excited to go watch that after this show because I love Abby. Her foreign policy reporting is amazing. And now she's reporting on Okinawa and the military bases that have been taking it over, which we've known for years. But now it's going to kill a beautiful ancient coral reef, that one of its only kind in the world.
I want to say that Anna Maris dropped us another nice tip over there. Panquake is the future. How do you get more transparent and safe than having Bill Binney, Susie Dawson leading the charge for all, and they can...
Love Bill Binney.
Yeah, absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Thank you so much, Anna.
So many good names are on board with that. And
Anna Maris votes for Oz with the pelvic thrust. Brett McKinney votes for Oz. Convo Couch. Oz, drop the crotch, wins. Drop the crotch rub, wins. Watch out, Pasta. We're coming for you next time, buddy. So there you go. Thanks again for the raise. And again, please sign up over at Rockfin. It doesn't matter who you sign up through. You can sign up through us, Convo Couch, Jackson, Franco, any of our friends, sisters, and brothers. But follow us all.
It's not a coral reef. Yeah, they'll explain what it is in the video. She explains what kind of reef it is.
All right, this is Abby Martin and Empire Files.
Groups in Okinawa, Japan have launched an official request to President Biden to halt the construction of a major new U.S. military base on the island. In February 2019, Okinawans were given the opportunity to vote on the base construction by a referendum. In that election, 72% opposed the plan, showing a clear majority of residents do not want it. Not only are they opposed to the many dangers to residents, from pollution to munitions to increased presence of erratic U.S. troops, but they are defending the pristine ecosystem that the U.S. base must destroy to build. Instead of building the base on existing land, the U.S. military is bringing in tons of dirt to fill portions of the island's Ora Bay, which locals call Okinawa's treasure for its unique biodiversity. See, it's home to the largest rare blue coral colony in the entire world, which has taken over 3,000 years to reach its current size. That, and its over 5,000 unique species, all face peril just for this obscene American base. The United States, which has been occupying Japan with 40,000 troops since dropping 2 nuclear bombs on it in World War II, already has around 25 military bases in the country. According to the governor of Okinawa, Denny Tamaki, although Okinawa accounts for about 0.6% of the nation's land area, it hosts 70% of all U.S. military facilities.
Why can't they build it? Why do we have to have more bases over in these places? What the hell?
Because that way we're closer to China and Russia. We're encroaching on China by building this base. And, China's been bitching about it for years, too. But I got to say, over the years of watching these Okinawans, how they protest the military, the American military, we could learn some lessons from these guys because they're effective with the way that they organize. I mean, they're trying to save their land.
Now, didn't I hear that the American military was part of their economy there in a big way, or is that?
Oh God, a huge way, yeah. But with American exceptionalism comes all the problems, and sexual assaults are out of control.
Yeah, right. I read that too.
There's crime. There's all kinds of shit going on over there. Not to mention the desecration of all their land.
Well, this is my issue with labor. We're having difficulties with labor because what are we going to sacrifice the planet in supporting dirty labor practices? No.
Yeah.
Same thing. Labor, military-industrial complex, all that. I'm with Mr. Rogers up there. Fuck that shit. Let's save the planet and give everybody health care. So,
Mr. Rogers.
yeah. So anyway, that was a good report. Thank you, Chanda, and thank you, Abby Martin and the Empire Files. This one you brought. This is kind of cool, sort of. No.
Well, this is our first images coming back from Mars.
Okay, just checking. Over since my first images of Mars. Yeah, that's it right there. We knew they were there, and if donkeys had nostrils had eyeballs, yeah, that's.
Don't they look the same though?
Yeah, they look the same. Those are Martian. Those are Martian. Shanda, you are warped. You're twisted. I love it. There's a reface. Okay, what's this?
So, okay, this is Tom McDonald. A lot of people don't like Tom McDonald. I'm sure I'll get pushed back in the chat against Tom because some of the things he says. But Tom is just in your face, anti-cancel culture, you fuck this, you guys are stupid. But the thing is this guy can really, he's an amazing rapper, and he's doing it all on his own. Like, we are independent media, he's independent music. He presses his own music. He's shipping it out. He is his own label, and him and his girlfriend Nova Rockefeller, they've been in this business for 10 years. He's from Canada, and they have been fighting their asses off to make it without, Sony and these big record deals that you have to get anymore. And he's doing it. He's fucking doing it on his own. And, he's a good poet. He really is.
Well, this is great. And this is what we need to do with independent media, what he's doing here with music.
Yep.
War is coming. You can hear it in the distance. It sounds like all the screams of 1 million men and women. You can smell it in the air and see it on your television, and the government don't care. They see the money, not the missiles. War is coming, and there's nowhere you can hide. We get a 30-minute warning before the bomb reaches our side. You can run for somewhere safer, but you'll just run out of time, because there's nothing you can do except prepare yourself to die. War is coming. Can you feel it? Has your fear become a secret? Who are you more scared of, Donald Trump or North Korea? Are you worried when you're reading all the headlines in the evening? Even atheists will pray that they survive and start believing. War is coming, born from money, worn and ugly like it's always been. The bullets just got faster and the bombs are made from hydrogen. America the brave will have to earn her stars and stripes again. She wrote the books on history, but someone else might write her end. War is coming. War is coming. War has come to get the West. It was beating down our door while we were beating on our chests. It was making better weapons while we laughed at making threats. And now it's come to get its vengeance, and we've just become oppressed. War is coming.
That was pretty damn good.
Yeah, he writes great lyrics, and sometimes his songs, they push the boundary, and that's what media has always done, whether it be comedians or musicians. I mean, even if you go back to the time of Socrates, it was always the fringe people that pushed the boundaries of ideas, and that's exactly what we need to do and what he's doing.
Well, speaking truth to power is the winning formula. No matter if you think it is or not, it is in the end. When you go to sleep at night, you'll be able to wake up in the morning knowing you did the right thing the day before. And I don't know how some of these blood-sucking ghouls can wake up every day, especially the ones in Congress. They are just absolutely horrific. So that's where I'm at.
I love your Rock Me Amadeus on here.
Yeah, I love that Rock Me On It. I was probably doing the little deep voice to his poem there. Now we have our feature video segment from Karaoke Closet.
Karaoke Closet.
Yeah, you want to talk about Pat's piece here? What is he doing tonight?
So this is our feature cover tonight from Pat the Batman fans, Karaoke Closet. You can follow them over on YouTube. And his amazing wife, Jamie. I had Karaoke Closet playing earlier in the background, and I was just blown away at how amazing Jamie's voice is. Like, because I couldn't see my TV or anything. I didn't even know what was on.
Yeah.
Wow, who is that? But Pat does an amazing job with this. This is I'm a Believer.
I'm a Believer. And if you get over there, check out Comfortably Numb. And please subscribe over there. He's trying to build some subs and just to get a following. But this is I'm a Believer by Pat the Batman fan.
Pat, no coincidence.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, not for me. Oh, love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. It's not a trace doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a giving thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. Oh, what's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. down in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Come on. Oh, love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Well, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. There's not a trace doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yes, I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. There's not a trace of doubt in my mind. Yes, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Said I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
Very nice, Pat. Way
Pat.
to go,
Good
dude.
job.
That was fun. Go, Pat.
Pat,
You
go.
got a lot of thumbs up. Nobody's got the barf bags out. Sounded really good there,
Everybody
Pat.
was dancing.
They're dancing. They like the monkeys. Very good. Do you have any original stuff, Pat? Please bring it. We'd love to hear some original stuff. We were 4 monkeys. Yes. That was really good. And that's what we're trying to do. So if you guys have talents in the chat, poetry, singing, art, please let us know. We'd like to do a feature session like we did just with Pat, the Batman Fans Karaoke Closet. And we got to get one of Jamie in here soon, too.
Jamie. Maybe we'll feature Jamie next week because Jamie does such an amazing job.
Yeah, that was Pat the Batman Fan. That wasn't Pat Cody, Barbara, but it's Pat the Batman Fans. Similar ideology, and she's given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 claps and a high and 100%. So very nice. Karen Daly, thumbs up. Lots of big smiles, Pat. Don't let it blow your head up there, dude. We love it. We love it. We're going to move right on to Hollyweird, and I'm really thinking about doing a Hollyweird show one of these days.
Oh, yeah?
What do we got here, Chanda? What's coming on here?
So this isn't so much Hollyweird. 'Cause I'm so bored. I'm so over the stars. They just disgust me. Whatever. I don't even pay attention to what they're saying or doing anymore. But this is. I'm hoping this one doesn't get us punked because every time we bring BBC, it seems like we get spanked. But it's Rudders, so it shouldn't punk us.
Yeah.
But so in the last 3 years, well, even before that, there has been multiple princesses who fled Dubai. Now, back in the 90s, I read a book when I was really young, probably I'm 20, about Saudi Arabian princesses escaping from Saudi Arabia because of the torture and abuse that they go through. And now we're seeing instances of the most powerful man in the world, his 2 of his daughters, and now his wife, along with 2 of his children, one of his wives, because he has multiple wives, have fled. And 2 of them he captured. Like this one, her story, it's out there. You can go watch it on Australian 60 Minutes. She had this daring escape plan where they drove and then she rode a boat and then a jet ski out to international waters, and they got a boat and they were going to get her to America where she was going to claim asylum. And they caught the boat out in international waters and drugged them off by gunpoint. Her and her girlfriend who had attempted this escape, and she's been disappeared ever since, right? Supposedly every now and then we'll get an update that she's okay, or they let a British anchor in there to interview her just to prove that she was okay, but she seemed very drugged out and lethargic, didn't even seem like her. And so this is her just a couple of weeks ago, from what I understand. Somehow she smuggled out this video. She's in a bathroom of some villa that she's locked in. And I mean, this woman has been sexually tortured, physically tortured, in isolation for years. I mean, she's going through what Julian Assange is going through, basically, just because she's a woman and she tried to escape Dubai.
Now, this is in Dubai or Saudi Arabia?
This is Dubai. The next story is her stepmother, who is a Saudi, is the Princess of Jordan.
Oh, shit.
But she married into Dubai, and now she's escaped to London, and she's really she's being protected by the queen.
All right, let's check it out.
I'm a hostage, and this villa has been converted into a jail.
The British government says it wants to see proof that Sheikha Latifah, one of the ruler of Dubai's daughters, is still alive after the BBC revealed a video from here, where she claims she's being held hostage in a barricaded villa. Foreign Minister Dominic Raab called the footage deeply troubling on Wednesday. Speaking to Sky News, he said that people would, quote, want to see that she's alive and well. Prime Minister Boris Johnson also said the government are monitoring the situation.
Well, that's something, obviously, that we are concerned about, but the UN Commission on Human Rights is looking at that. And I think what we'll do is wait and see how they get on. We'll keep an eye on that.
The video was shown on BBC's Panorama programme on Tuesday.
I've been by myself, solitary confinement, no access to medical help, no trial, no charge, nothing.
Latifah said she was filming the video in the villa's bathroom, the only room she could lock.
All the windows are barred shut. I can't open any window.
Reuters has been unable to independently verify when or where the video was recorded. Sheikha Latifah bint Mohammed Al Maktoum made headlines in 2018 after claiming she'd been abducted by her father, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. At the time, a human rights group released a video she'd made describing an attempt to escape Dubai by boat. Here's Latifah's lawyer, Rodney Dixon.
What needs to happen is that the UN needs to have a very serious meeting directly with those who are holding Princess Latifah at the highest level and make sure that an agreement is reached so that she can be released and her rights can be restored so she can travel and leave if she wishes, as is the right of anyone in any country.
The Free Latifah campaign has lobbied for her release. It says it managed to smuggle a phone to her, one she has used to send secret video messages taken over the past 2 years. Dubai's government referred questions about the video to Sheikh Mohammed's law firm, which did not respond to a request for comment.
Okay, so this goes much deeper than this because, okay, when this happened, this was, I don't want to say if it's over a year ago or not, but because I remember following the story when it happened because nobody was reporting on it, no mainstream media. I'm just like, oh my God, this woman is trying to flee for her life and nobody will talk about it. That's why I watch a lot of Australian news because I'll get a lot of information that we don't get from American freaking AP. And so her stepmother, this beautiful young Jordanian princess who is married to Sheikh and has 2 young children with him, says, no, she's not being tortured. She's okay. She's okay. If I thought for 1 second she was in danger, I would let you know. She's an international figure. I mean, so her story is the next story. And she got away. She got out. And now he's coming after her. And how he's coming after her is he's trying to smear her and saying that she's a sexual deviant pervert who's sleeping with all of her bodyguards. And like, I mean, the things he's saying about her is fucking horrible. Like sex toys. And I mean, it's mind blowing how they're smearing her in the press because if he can't have her, he's going to destroy her.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
He is a control freak, and these are his wives and daughters and children, and he has another daughter, the older sister of the girl we just saw. She's been captive for like 10 years because she tried to escape a long time ago.
Yeah, this is not a new trend. This has been happening for decades with
but we ally with these fuckers.
Yeah, they're our allies. Yeah, real good. Real good.
So the Brits are protecting her. She fled him, and now she's hiding in London. She's literally living across the street from Kensington Palace. I mean, in a huge villa.
I don't even know how to approach this kind of crap anymore, because
Right.
they're gonna be those out there that say, well, she was just, whatever, money, Saudi prince, all this stuff, fairy tale crap, and then she decided she didn't like it, so that's gonna be the thing. But I
Not when
can't.
you are raised in a misogynistic, oppressive life your entire life, where men are able to tell you who you are, what you can do, how you can be. I mean, the things that they do, I'm not saying in this country, but I know in some of those countries, the mutilation that they do to women.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
it's fucking mind blowing. And women across the world should be screaming their head off. Tell these women have the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah, absolutely. No matter what their economic status is, especially I would say, is this I'm going to guess that it's worse for the poor women, the poverty, than it is for the rich ones. Is it, or do we even have any data on that?
I don't know if there is poor people in Dubai.
Well, not in Dubai, but in the Arab culture,
Well, yeah. I mean,
you were talking.
women are just treated horribly altogether. Of course, women that are in poverty are suffering because they have more stresses and whatnot. But women over there generally are treated terribly. So.
Well, I can't even speak to this rationally, because women have been, notoriously treated horrible over the decades in multi-cultures, and still are today. It's nothing new. So. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, what's the difference of being a peasant woman and you have to walk to the store versus being a rich woman, but you have to have a male accompany you to the store? Either way, you have to have a male accompany.
So
right?
you're being kettled into some kind of prison or another.
Right.
So it's all this.
Captured. I love your dance on this one.
Yeah, I know. I like that. Is that a carnation or a rose in my hair? I just
maybe a red peel.
I hope that's faux fur, because I'm really going to be pissed if it's not.
Always faux fur.
It better be faux fur. I don't want faux fur. We won't even go. And now you brought I did not bring this one. So if anybody's wondering about old Oz, no, I didn't bring this. What is this?
I would never accuse you of that.
Yeah, whatever.
This isn't sex dolls. I know it looks like it from the cover, but that's how real they're starting to look. And so this is about future AI robots that will help us with our health care.
Oh God. Where's Will Smith? He needs to do a AI 2 or whatever, iRobot 2.
Or a companion. Healthcare assistants or carers. Humanoid robots can also be used in healthcare, particularly to assist the elderly, the physically or mentally disabled, or anyone with particular medical or psychological needs. Studies have shown that when robots have a familiar, human-like appearance, people tend to feel more inclined to form a bond with them. The typical mechanical exterior-looking robot can be scary and rather unpleasant-looking. Whilst they know it's not another actual human, the humanoid appearance puts people at ease and enables relaxed compatibility. Most consumer humanoid robots can be customized to have the appearance of a loved one or a friend. This is particularly useful in cases of loss and the subsequent resulting grief. If someone has lost a loved one, they could hypothetically purchase a humanoid robot and have it customized to look and speak like a loved one.
I'm getting an Ozbot.
Oh my God. Didn't you bring a story about this last week with that AI voice talking about it?
I think so.
Yeah, you did, or one of our. Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with having real human beings do these things? Is there going to be?
Did you hear that programming of like, oh, but they're more comfortable if it looks like a human being? You don't want your chair handing you water. You have to have something that looks like a human being handing you water.
Yeah, this is where we're going. This is the thing that science fiction writing was only dreaming of back in the day, and it's coming, and I'm just waiting for that robot. Yeah, that robot to say, "I'll be back," and then you can. What Pat say? Did Pat say?
Pat says my sex robot filed a restraining order against me.
Oh shit, Pat! Very good, Pat. Pat gets the gold. Oh shit! What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us?
There's
This
just
is what's
more.
wrong
What
with
else
us.
do we got?
This is Target, right?
This is Target. So Target has decided if we're going to suffer a pandemic, we might as well look like we just lost the farm and locusts ate our crops. So this is the Target dress challenge. So a couple of weeks ago, these dresses, somebody took a picture of Facebook and said, what the hell? Why? This is, Little House on the Prairie. So now across the nation, people are taking pictures of themselves in these dresses in like farm type settings.
Oh, shit. You know what? Watch out. Next week, Oz might show up in one. So
You're going to do the Target dress
I'm
challenge?
thinking.
Nice.
Really, it's appealing to me. I like I like Mr. Beard there. I think he looks like something. I just watched an episode of Grimm.
And look at a big hat.
Yeah, is that a cat? I don't know what.
No, you need a big hat.
I need a big
got
hat.
the big hat on.
Yeah, I need the big hat. And the lady up here toting the shotgun, that one looks good too. I like that. So
I would say go for the blue or the red. I don't know. The orange might wash you out.
yeah, I probably would. I have this aversion to orange for some reason. I don't know what
Me too.
What the hell is that? Anyway, nice fashion report here.
That was a fashion report. We haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, well, now we've got. I've got to grab some pizza and stuff a hot dog in there. What do we have? What is this?
So this is a movie. Remember, this was. Oh, I just left that from last week.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna watch the second part of our movie.
Oh yeah,
Invisible People.
Yeah, this is the movie, and Chanda has viewer discretion advised. So it's
okay. So let me set it up for those if you didn't watch it last week.
Yeah.
This is a channel called Invisible People. These are short films, actors portraying homeless and homeless stories. They're inspired based on a true story. And this guy, we follow him through the day. He sleeps on the street. He's hiding his stuff. He goes to the library. Everywhere he goes, he's kind of treated like a criminal or low life. Nobody trusts him. And he finally gets a job. He goes into a little convenience store, and he'd rather buy a paper than food. So the shop owner recognizes that, okay, he likes to read. He's intelligent. So he offers him a job and says, don't screw me over, And the old guy, he lost his kid in war, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he lost. No, it was the police. They made a mistake, and he got killed.
Yeah, okay. So the cops killed the shop owner's kid. So anyways, they come together. So that's where we're at. And we're going to watch the conclusion.
All right. And I promise we'll try and cheer you up after this.
Yes.
This is
discretion is advised.
Yeah, even though this is actor portrayal, these are real stories, right?
Yes.
Okay. These are real stories, actor portrayed. It's not too terribly long, but it's worth a watch, especially if you saw it last week. You're going to be interested in watching it.
Toad. Well, I was at the library. One of those few places with a clean bathroom. I'm trying to get $600 so that I can get my car back.
I think I still have a few things for you to do around here.
Hola, don Julio.
Can I have this one and this one?
You know the rules, only one.
Okay, can I please have this one? You need help?
Sí, claro.
Can we get this?
Arroz.
Coffee.
Vámonos. Para acá. Hola, Julio, ¿cómo están?
Hola, Rita, ¿cómo están? Me alegro. ¿Esto es todo?
Sí, gracias. ¿Cuánto te voy a pagar?
A ver, te digo, son 15,60. Ya te doy el vuelto y ya mismo te doy el vuelto. Fíjate.
You look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Gracias.
Gracias.
Remember, it's the guy I gave the dollar to.
Oh. It's nice to see you again. Vámonos, Carlito.
Excuse me, can I get the milk over there?
Sure.
Gracias.
And you're a nurse?
I go to school.
Nice. I wish I could go back to school.
It's never too late. You know, I know what you're going through. I was homeless once too. Basically, Carlito's dad wasn't such a good guy. He had a bad temper. And once Carlito came, it wasn't about me anymore. So I took our stuff and Carlito and just left. We went to a shelter. I thought we'd be safe. But people kept getting jumped and having their things stolen. Social services took forever. It's like there were no parents over there.
I never thought I would end up like this.
I go to the support group at San Francisco Community Center. You should come with me. They really helped me get me back on my feet. Let's meet here tomorrow. We can walk over together. I'll be back around the same time.
Okay.
Y a cada rato juzgamos y en esta ecuación cargamos nuestro propio tribunal. Vemos que nada es casual, cada escena es concebida, por eso es que agradecida debe ser nuestra actitud.
So we have a society of disposable people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was shocking, and it's sad, and it takes a few seconds to kind of compose yourself, and so many unsheltered people, and it's going to get worse. I mean, with us reporting so many people not paying their rent, how many more people are just a few weeks away from not having anywhere to go, being unsheltered?
Yeah, and I want to thank you, Chanda, for bringing that. We try and mix it up here. We get serious, we have some fun, but when the serious comes, it can be so hurtful to all of us, because we really do give a shit about all of our seemingly disposable sisters and brothers, children, families around the country. And I'm sick of it, like we all are. So let's unite and do something about it for once.
I try to shock people into action. Like, you're not going to see this every day. You're not going to see this on the news. So
no, you're not.
Shock
And
you.
we're going to keep bringing it. We're going to show you how the richies live in ungarnished, grotesque wealth, and how the poor people die every day because of what we're doing to ourselves.
If we don't, nobody will.
Nobody's
Media
going to
showing the
show.
fuck not doing it.
No, they're not going to. So that was a tough one, but thank you so much, Chanda. Let's bring it up
Let's
a
lighten
notch.
it up.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
lighten it up here before we head out. Thank you everybody for sticking around.
I've seen this.
And absolutely. This one, have we seen this before?
I don't know. There was 4 of them on the deck. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, well, let's try it. If we've seen it before, we'll stop it. But this is Fauci and Nance, and Fauci's scooping up some ice cream there.
The
huh?
house drinker.
House drinker. We're not 8 minutes either.
No.
Barack Obama paved the way. Democrats, we had it made. Those were the days.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here live with professional drinker, longtime polygrip user, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
Nancy, tell the world hello. Quite all
These
right.
guys are
So I
gross.
just wanted to address the elephant in the room. It seems that there's some people out there making false accusations. This is great news.
I bet he's faking it. Seems like somebody don't want to debate Joe Biden no more. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
I don't feel sorry for him at all, you know? He brought this on himself.
I bet that racist wants to wear a mask now. Hey, Pops. Yeah? How you feeling? I'm starting to feel better, you know? It's time to get back to making America great. You know, these Democrats are gonna freak out about this, right? Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's what I'm talking about.
That was just for that.
Joe, did you life I had to fight my daddy? You know, I had to fight my uncle. Now you just quoting shit from movies. You know, it's like I'm like, bye, Felicia. Joe. Sexual chocolate. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. You know what I'm saying? Joe? I make that money, girl. You know, it's like King Kong ain't got shit on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't choose this life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. How come you're not wearing a mask, Squirt Bottle?
I don't have to explain myself to you, Trump.
Hey, Willie. My face be looking good, huh? Golly goose, itty bitty, coochie coo. What side you like best, Willie? Cats, dogs, and babies. It's Monday, right?
Hey, what's up, X-Egg?
What's up, homies? And it's like
I'm just chilling with my boy, Chuck Schumerich. You know what I'm
I
talking
just told
about?
him it was me, and
Hey,
that's
Chuck, Chuck. All right,
Whatever,
Chuck.
man.
Pop a cap in your ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Whatever, I ain't tripping.
Oh,
shit. Por favor. You know?
I know, man. Barack, you don't have to answer that. Actually, he does have to answer that. Obama, answer the question. Well, that didn't work. Oh, shut up, Bill. Obama, answer the question. Damn it, he's gonna sell us out. I don't know nothing. You want answers? I think I'm entitled to them. So you want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Oh, gosh. Shh. We gotta do this for 9 minutes.
Quiet, Nancy.
Oh, gosh.
Quiet.
I should have had that Mexican food last night.
Nancy.
I'm gonna have some blood out here in a second.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nancy.
Hey, Chuck.
That was so gross. Oh, that was terrible, Chanda. Oh,
Yeah, but you're laughing and they're laughing.
I know. You know, what are your concerns about platforming these guys other than making us laugh ironically?
They're Trump supporters. I mean, you know, the left doesn't critique the left, so we're not going to find this kind of, and you know, this humor or, you know, on our side. We have to go to their side to find it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But Chanda and I are working on this. We are working on it. One day we will be producing stuff hopefully better than that. But you have to admit they do a lot of work on that. They crank these things out quick. So.
Well, and they nail them a lot of times to where I don't even disagree with the content. It's just I disagree with their ideology.
Yeah, it's really tough. Now we promised we'd try and cheer you up a little bit. So Chanda went out of
so bad.
Yeah, Chanda went out of her way to punk the living shit out of Oz, and I think she succeeded. She succeeded.
I'm getting paid back next week.
she has punked me. She has made me the dancing penis, and I love the glasses. Thank you, Chanda. I'm coming after you too. So we're gonna put pasta in here. I'm gonna put Chanda in here. So
the reface wars have begun.
Yeah, the reface wars have begun, and That's great. I love that.
I don't
That
know
is
why.
yeah.
Why would somebody even wear that?
Why would they even wear that? It's just like, yeah, that's a good question, but that's a great costume.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh shit. Anyway, okay, I'm coming for you,
Don't
girlie.
judge me. Don't judge me.
Don't
Just
judge me.
don't judge me. I don't
Yeah,
judge you.
we're only human. We're gonna make mistakes and we're gonna have triumphs. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm coming for you, girl.
I'm scared.
Anyway, let's what do we got? We gotta give our Patreons a shout out here.
We love our Patreons.
Yeah, let me get my face out of the way here. Yeah. Yes. There is our roll call for our Patreons: Brent, Chris Foster, Patty, Anna, Irish Dim Sum, Mitchell Helt, Norky, Jelly, Sirius, Victoria, Barbara Hands, The Natural Progressive, B. Cheeseman, Brett McKinney, Keith Hayes, Al Wolski, Amber King, Christine L. Craig, Pasta Jardula. You know who that guy is, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we got Independent Outsider, Veg, we got Benny Massimo, Sama number 5, Raza, Echo Warrior, Insight and Awareness, Jeremy V, Feeder Monkey, Goran Hilberg, and Intermediate Fossil, the Convo Couch, sisters and brothers over there, Marcus Krantz from No Joke at Uphill Media, and Shalasky. And if we're missing somebody, you just send me an email.
Is A. Maris on there?
A. Maris, yeah, Anna Maris, right?
Okay,
up there.
I know we've added a few new donors the last week, so thank you so much. We'll make sure that we get your name over there.
Yeah, and if we don't, please let us know, because we were just talking about this in the green room. Shannon and I we each need somebody to help co-produce a show.
I know we never have time to get anything
really
done.
do. And Shanda writes a great deal of this herself and puts it together. Some of it's written. We're going to be writing more when we're doing the animation, but yeah. Right. That's what we do. So anyway, I want to thank everybody in the chats, and thank you, Pat, the Batman fan, for that great rendition of I'm a Believer. What's coming up? Is there anything fun coming up, Shanda? What do we got?
I don't know. I think this is just going to be more of a focus on a production week, unless any of our brothers and sisters out there call on us. Of course, we always come when they call, so you never know where we're going to show up. But for this week, I don't have anything major planned other than trying to land somebody for Accidental Activists on Friday, because it's my turn. I've made Amber do it a couple times.
Yeah, I think Stevie Redneckonomics had reached out to Steve Poikeden from Slow News Day, so we're going to try and get Steve in here. And we're looking.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, and Lone Wolf. We want to get Lone Wolf on. He's changing his shift next week, so we'd like to have Lone Wolf on. And again, and Glory threw down the other day. Yes, did you hear Glory throw down? Anybody that doesn't have Steve on their show, she used some colorful metaphors. We heard you. We're trying to get people on, if they want to come on. So
we're not really. I've never interacted with Steve, even though I think we're very like-minded. I also believe that a rodent got into the Hadron Collider, and that's where we're at. But so I know when we do get a chance to have a talk, I'm gonna love talking to him.
Yeah, and
I just don't have that connection yet.
Well,
I don't think any of us do yet.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get it, because you got a line a mile long for Accidental Activists, and we got to get going on those.
I want to get Allie Alexander.
Yeah,
oh
need
gosh,
Allie.
I can't wait to get Allie in there.
We got to get Pasta on, and
Kit.
Kit and Daniel and Franco and Jackson and so many others. I could just keep saying, we do have a great movement of independent media people and those who are active. Just because you're not doing a show doesn't mean we wouldn't want to have you on and do any of that stuff. So let us know what you're doing.
Plus, we have new shows. I'm in talks with somebody to bring a new show too. So.
Yes, we have that on the horizon. And of course, Suzanne Murphy with Truth Be Known. So we're just, like I said, the more production people we have, the more content we can pump out.
Right now, it's only a few of us.
Yeah, and I have a hard time keeping up with my hair. So
I know we have a hard time keeping up with your hair.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm just like, wow. And Combo Couch, we will be going on. Pasta and Fee and Johnny want us to come on at some point in time, but no rush. We know how busy they are, and they're bringing some great stuff. And when we go on, we want to make sure that we do justice to our sisters and brothers in any show we do. So, yes. So, what are we going out with here?
We didn't start the fire. This is an updated version of 2020.
And this is by Dylan White. Is that right?
Dylan White, yeah.
Anyway, thanks, everybody. It's been fun.
Show.
Had
it's
a great
fun.
time. great time. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Stay safe.
See you Monday night. Monday Night Dive.
Monday Night Dive.
Noriega, Panama, USSR starts to fall. Pee Wee Herman, Clarence Thomas, and Anita Hill. LA riots, Colorado, oil spill by Exxon. Waco, Texas, River, Phoenix, don't ask, don't tell. Tanya Harding, OJ, Chechnya, Kurt Cobain, Oklahoma City, near Windows 95 is here. Unabomber, Pokemon, Value Jet, Tupac is gone. Titanic can say goodbye to the people's princess die. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Steroids used by Mark McGuire, Michael Jordan does retire. Monica, Bill Cigar, and the blue dress. JFK Jr., Columbine, Kashmir. People say Y2K will be a big mess. Eliana's handled bad, counting all the hanging chads. 9/11, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Afghanistan. Black holes, anthrax, Daniel Pearl, Iraq. WND, snipers out of DC. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Schwarzenegger's governor, Mr. Rogers done with her. Dan Rather calls a script, seeing Janet Jackson's tip. Paris riots, London bombs, Hurricane Katrina storms. Steve Irwin, Abu Ghraib, Pluto gets a downgrade. Scooter, Agent Flame, Argentina, climate change, JP, Morgan Chase, China shaken by a quake. Hamas hits Israel again, bailouts by the government. Heath Ledger, Bernie Mac, George Carlin, heart attack. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Fort Hood, Air France, Michael Jackson's last dance, earthquakes, wildfires, trapped Chilean miners. Moscow, train attacks, BP oil, Goldman Sachs, solar flares, Arab Spring, Occupy Wall Street, Army rule in Cairo, Japanese 9.0, Denver shooter, Sandy Hook, Benghazi's a cluster. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Running Boston Marathon, Zimmerman and Trayvon, Ferguson, ISIS, Boko Haram virus, BLM, Paris bomb, Amtrak, Brady Tom, Brexit, Brussels, Michigan, Russia, Paris hit again. Harvey Weinstein, NFL, Vegas shooting, Charlottesville, California, Kavanaugh, Facebook data, Florida, Jussie Jeffrey, Notre Dame, cheating, college using win. 2020 takes too long, this year needs a separate song. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been